Hello, dear students. Let us see today the exercises of the lesson The Snake and the Mirror. I hope you have seen the previous videos and you have followed the ideas. If you have not followed, then we can sit one day and discuss upon it again. So, come to page number 60. Thinking about the text. Let's see the first part. Discuss in pairs and answer each question below in a short paragraph. But we are not in the classroom, so okay, let me give you a fair idea regarding each and every question, that is how you have to write the answers. Let's see the first question. The sound was a familiar one. What sound did the doctor hear? What did he think it was? How many times did he hear it? And you have to find the places in the text. When and why did the sounds stop? So you can see a flurry of questions over here. So you are required to write the answers in just one sentence, like the doctor lived in a room which was full of rats. He heard the sounds of the rats. Then there was a regular traffic of rats to and fro the beam. He heard the sound thrice. The sound stopped suddenly as rats had seen a snake. Okay, so that is the point when the sound stops. So why the sound stops? Because the snake has already arrived. The next important question is, what two important and earth shaking decisions did the doctor take while he was looking into the mirror? Now, often this question comes in the test. You have to be very clear regarding the two important and earth shaking decisions that he takes while he looks at himself into the mirror. So, the doctor took two important and earth shaking decisions while he was looking into the mirror. Firstly, he decided to shave daily and grow a thin mustache to look handsome. And secondly, he always wanted to keep that attractive smile on his face, because he admired his smile and he considered to be quite attractive. So he felt that he should keep that attractive smile on his face every time. Question number 3 is, I looked into the mirror and smiled, says the doctor. A little later, he says, I forgot my danger and smiled feebly at myself. So, these are the two contrasting statements that you see. Why is the doctor's opinion about, what is the doctor's opinion about himself when? First part is, he first smiles, and second is, he smiles again. In what way do his thoughts change in between, and why? So, let us see the first question, like, what is the doctor's opinion about himself when he first smiles? So, when the doctor first smiles, he has an inflated opinion of himself, admiring his looks and profession. That is, he was totally lost in self admiration. And he was giving all sorts of justification to himself in order to, admire himself. In the second instance, that is, what is the doctor's opinion about himself when he smiles again? So, in the second instance, what happens? The doctor smiles at his own foolishness and helplessness, because the snake had already coiled itself around his left arm and death lurked just 4 inches away from him. So, he smiles at his foolishness and helplessness because he doesn't know the kind of medication to take in case the snake bites him. His thoughts change after his encounter with the snake. From being a proud doctor, he moves on to accept his stupidity. Acceptance of stupidity is one of the most important themes, you can say, in this story, because that is what all about. Whenever you come face to face with any adverse situation, you can see the real side of your personality. Okay. Now, let's see the second part. This story about a frightening incident is narrated in a humorous way. which is the beauty of the story. What makes it humorous? That is, you have to find the humorous element. You have to think of the contrasts it presents between dreams and reality. Another very important theme of this lesson, dream and reality, or dream versus reality. You get long answer type questions based on this, where you have to contrast between dream versus reality. And some of them are listed below, like the first statement is that the kind of person the doctor is in terms of money, possession, and the kind of person he wants to be in terms of appearance and ambition. Let's see the first one. Okay. The kind of person the doctor is in terms of money and possession, that in terms of money and possession, the doctor is a poor person, which is a reality. He has hardly any money, again, which is a reality. He lives in an unelectrified house, which is a rented room. It is a small apartment or a rented room with plenty of rats living in it. So he has just started his medical practice. So he is not a man of possessions or money. That is a reality. The kind of person he wants to be, which is in terms of appearance and ambition, that he wants to be rich. He would also like to have good appearance. That's why he decides to grow a thin mustache. Okay, and this is about dream. So the reality and the dream are very contrasting. The second statement is the person he wants to marry and the person he actually marries. So the doctor wants to marry a woman doctor with good medical practice with a lot of money, that she should be fat as so that she would not be able to run after him and catch him if he made any mistake. But in reality, what happens? That he marries a thin, reedy woman who has a gift of sprinter. This you can get straight away from the text itself. Okay. Next is statement number 3. First one, his thoughts when he looks into the mirror. And the second is his thoughts when the snake is coiled around his arm. So, what are his thoughts when he looks into the mirror? That his thoughts are full of joy and satisfaction. He decides to grow thin mustache and keep smiling, keep that attractive smile always on his face. And that is, he is totally lost in self admiration. He boasts that he is a bachelor and a doctor on top of that, so he deserves everything which is good in life. Okay. Next is his thoughts when the snake is coiled around his arm, that is, he turns to stone. That he says that he just turned like a stone image. Okay, he sets like a stone image in the flesh, right? However, his mind is very active. He is very calm. He just keeps his nerve very strong, very calm under his control. He feels the great presence of the Creator, that is God, and he decides to write the words, "Oh God," outside his little heart. So, this line you get again from the text itself. So, his thoughts are he gets all those kinds of real thoughts in his mind the moment the snake coils itself around his arm. And the most important revelation here is, or the self acceptance is, that he is a foolish and a stupid doctor. First, he was lost in self admiration, and after he encounters a snake, he realizes, having the self acceptance, that he is really a foolish and a stupid doctor. Okay, so this is about this. I was discussing this second part, statement 2 and 3. So, thinking about language is not required, as it has been, I think it has been scrapped from your course. So, we can just next move on to words and expressions part 2, the next unit. Okay, so these are the exercise questions. They are very easy. I have tried to explain to you in the most in the easiest way, And now your task is to write the answers of these questions in your notebook. Along with this, I'll be giving you some additional exercises. Okay? Thank you.